YouTube friends. Fixing to go into Walmart, but I was thinking about you and wanted to fill you in with not just the gastric sleeve information, but also how things been going for me. Well, I think I told you about the stomach virus a while back, and they gave me 2 different kinds of antibiotics at the same time to get this, not stomach virus, it was a stomach infection. I don't really know what kind of stomach infection, but it was a stomach infection. So they gave me 2 antibiotics. And at that time, when I had the antibiotics, at the end of it, my throat started hurting and everything. So I'm like, okay, I've got some kind of side effect from this medicine or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to call them, can't take the rest of it. I'm just going to force myself to go ahead and get it done. And so by the time I got it done, my throat didn't hurt anymore. So I was like, okay, if it was a reaction, it quit because of me not taking it no more. Well, then within a week or so, my throat's back to hurting. My taste buds are just swollen. The tongue hurt worse than my throat was hurting. And I figured it is kind of seasonal allergy time or whatever. And so I just let it go past. And plus I didn't have my car because my son been out driving it. And so I'm like, for work. And so I was like, okay, I just can't go and babysitting grandkids again, so I'll just put it off or whatever. And then by the it was Friday, I think I started getting sick. Then there's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So Tuesday I finally went. So after 5 days of it, I finally went to the doctor. And so she was like, it is so swollen. I had to go to emergency care because my doctor, I'd have to got up that morning and made an appointment to get in there instead of just calling late that afternoon. And I just decided that afternoon because I got to go do something. So I went and they checked out the throat and everything, and she said, you've got a bacterial infection. She said, I don't know what kind it is, we're going to send it off, but in the meantime I'm going to just go ahead and start you on antibiotics. So I couldn't even hardly talk, or I couldn't even hardly swallow, and it hurt just painful if the thing had texture. It's almost like getting prepared for the gastric sleeve, the liquid diet ahead of time, because I couldn't hardly eat anything because it just hurt my mouth so bad. And so I had a recheck today, and so it is healing, and I was able to eat good today. But through all this, I got so frustrated because I'm like, I'm tired. I mean, there were bacteria and infections and things like that, but I am tired of being sick. I'm tired of being sick. I am tired of taking medicine. And that's the reason I want to have this gastric sleeve, because I want to get healthier. But then I, weigh my self back and forth, like, you've lost a lot of weight before, but you didn't keep it off. This is going to be a lifetime battle with you. You're going to be big, you're going to be small, and that's not healthy. So I was really, looking frustrated this week and everything, because I'm like, I just don't want to be sick anymore. I'm not even really, I'm not even living anymore, because I stay up late because that's time by myself, which I got my grandkids now, so they're copying me and staying up late. And then I sleep my day pretty much away. And I get up and do a few things for my husband before he gets home so that he'll have something to eat after he's worked hard all day. But I don't feel like going nowhere. I don't feel like doing anything. And it's just not good. And just go through the house to do like vacuuming, I'm like pouring a sweat. And before I had lost weight, I was like, cold all the time and loved just getting out in the sun, enjoying the sun. I was so dark that one time that I lost weight because I was so cold. I stayed outside all the time. But to give y'all any kind of advice, don't get discouraged with your weight loss, whether you're doing the gastric sleeve or whatever, because it's going to change your life. You're no longer just going to be hanging at home. You're no longer going to be in a slump, because when this is all over and I start losing the weight and I get my mind focused on off of the losing the weight part, then I can get my mind focused on God and go where He wants me to go. And so many of us have our focus on this so much that we don't realize what kind of things are going on with us as we're changing our mind, our body, and spirit. Everything's going to be changing. And so that's, my take on it, that just don't get discouraged, because once you start losing weight and learn a healthier way to live and everything, and with the gastric sleeve there's going to be so many new things to try to learn and do, and as you progress in the having the gastric sleeve 6 to 12 months or whatever, you're going to start being able to eat more. So you have to learn through those tools, through the baby stages, how you need to eat, the proper portions and things. So that's what I've kind of been going through. And but I called the other day to see why my psych evaluation had not went through. So found out that they said it went through. So I called Dr. Steve's office, the surgeon, and they had not received it. So today I called them again, and I said, y'all told me that it had been sent, and I told them the whole spiel, okay, I've called, I've had the test done the 12th, I've had a recheck. Well, that's what it was. The 12th was the check, but recheck, letting them know what my results were, how well I did in that. I did really good. I'm not crazy. I thought I was crazy, but then I called today, and they hadn't even sent it. They don't know why it wasn't sent. So she said she's going to get that sent. So hopefully that'll be there in a few days. And if I don't hear anything, I'm calling them because they got to try to press, get it through my insurance as if they're going to approve it even. And I'm hoping so, because I do have a few comorbidities, such because my BMI is a 37. And who is blowing their horn? But Anyway, I don't even see who's blowing the horn, but someone's blowing. I thought they were blowing it at me, wanting me to get out of this parking place, but I'm not moving. But anyway, my BMI is like a 37, and so you have to have, if you're 35 to 40, you have to have comorbidity. So I have the arthritis, I have an overactive bladder, I have cholesterol, I have arthritis, and hopefully with some of those, in high blood pressure and cholesterol, some of the big ones, because you can have a heart attack if you don't get the weight off. But my joints and bones would feel a whole lot better. And since I've been going through this process, I haven't been able to take my arthritis medicine, because it tears your stomach up and messes your stomach and liver and just so many things. But since we're going to only have a portion of our stomach after you have the gastric sleeve, you don't need to be taking ibuprofens or any kind of arthritis medicine. So I'm so hoping that when I have this done, all the aches and pains will go away. Eventually, I still will probably have to have knee replacements, because it has been 15, 16 years since I've had issues with my knees. And in January, I had to have a surgery where the bone had deteriorated in my thumb, and so it was really weird surgery. And they take the ligament from your arm, cut it out, because there's two things that run there, and they said you really didn't need the other one. So then they roll it up and put it in the replacement of your bone, so that the other part of your bone's not bone on bone or whatever. But it's really weird, because it's not totally healed yet, and I can hear it like grinding and stuff. But I just don't want to keep having surgeries either. I mean, there's just too much stuff going on. And then I have a family member that's on drugs, and they had an overdose, and I saw it, and it just, it broke my heart. So I've just got so much going on, and I know other people's got, family members with cancer and things and situations, and I understand that. I've been there with family members and stuff, but I say but a lot. But this is something I have to do for me, and hopefully be an example for those that are going through things, and hopefully for some of you that watch this to realize, I have these little nuggets of things that I can help you by, the things that I have went through, the things that I'm learning through this gastric sleeve, and hopefully that I will be helping you. And if you like my videos, or if you don't check down that you don't, but subscribe to my page just to help me kind of get going here, so that more people might see my video and be able to learn some of the information and plus share the journey with me. Ones that's already had it, they can give me some wisdom, and the ones that are about to do it and can't decide where they want to, I can tell you where I'm going and what's been happening with me. It's going a little bit faster than it does with most people for me, because I've seen some people it takes them like a year or so, and I don't think I'm going to have to take and do the liquid pre-diet for like a lot of them have, because I'm not on the 40 side of the BMI. But we will just see how that works. But I'm going to go into the grocery store because I've got my brother watching my 2 grandkids, and their mom don't come till late. So I'm going to go back and take care of them, and hopefully get out of my slump and actually do something in my home. But I'm going to let you go, and subscribe to me, get a little bell when I put a new video on, and like this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.